So I don't know if you've been following the Chuck Hagel nomination process, which is now being filibustered by the Republicans. First time ever anyone's filibustered a defense secretary nominee. We're breaking new ground, and he's a former Republican senator. So they're filibustering one of their own. And Ted Cruz did a particularly, not only does he sound like Joe McCarthy, but he looks like Joe McCarthy. People don't mention that enough. He looks exactly like him, and he has that same fake sincerity, you know, that overly, whatever that word is I'm looking for.
People in LA know how to find fake sincerity. We're good at that. We're good at that. That's the one thing we're good at.
Okay, so here he is, and he's going over Chuck Hagel, and he tries to accuse him of kind of being a traitor. Here we go.
It is at a minimum relevant to know if that $200,000 that he deposited in his bank account came directly from Saudi Arabia, came directly from North Korea.
Yeah, he wants to know if the former Vietnam War veteran who's medaled is taking money from North Korea.
This was their big thing, right?
Yes.
Weren't they pushing this so hard?
Yes.
I wish that we could do this when we don't like something of someone. We could just go and Can we do that in entertainment? When someone we don't like, Jimmy, gets like a TV show, can we go stand in the network and just talk until filibuster them?
Just filibuster their show?
I want to filibuster something.
You should have filibustered Whitney when you had a chance.
That's a good idea.
But you didn't.
Yeah.
You had your chance.
I had my chance. I'm sorry.
No, so here is.
I got you off track talking about that. You can see I have some personal angst inside of me. I'm sorry, Jimmy.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so there he is accusing Chuck Hagel of taking money, even being in bed with the North Koreans. He goes on a little further.
I would suggest to you that, to my knowledge, that is unprecedented to see a foreign nation like Iran publicly celebrating a nomination.
Yes, so now Iran is on board. So he's in bed with North Korea, He's in bed with Iran. Chuck Hagel, who knew he was such a traitor? And Ted Cruz, the Joe McCarthy of our day, has to figure it out for us. So what could really be the problem, Michael? Do you think they're really upset about this stuff?
They're pissed about something, aren't they, Jimmy?
Well, here John MCCain lets the cat out of the bag. He just goes ahead and says exactly what's bothering him, and here we go.
To be honest with you, Neil, it goes back to there's a lot of ill will towards Senator Hagel because when he was a Republican, he attacked President Bush mercilessly. At one point said he was the worst president since Herbert Hoover, said that the surge was the worst blunder since the Vietnam War, which is nonsense, and was very anti his own party and people. People don't forget that.
So he's just pissed off. It's all politics. So we're going to play politics with the Defense Department and our soldiers in the field because we're a bunch of full of shit hypocrites. And we're just going to... They're
just mad about an old fight.
They're mad about an old fight. And he's saying that, he said President Bush was the worst president since Hoover, when John MCCain knows he was only the worst president since Jimmy Carter.
Right.
So
I feel bad for Herbert Hoover in all this. he didn't have anything to do with this.
So it's just so anybody who has a problem with Chuck, we don't know, we need more information, and Benghazi and all this, it's all bullshit. They're petty little high school pricks who are upset that Chuck Hagel spoke the truth about the Iraq War. That's what this is all about. The thing about Ted Cruz is those are unfounded, he's just making that up. Hey, I heard it might have come from Iran, or it might have come from North Korea, the money he deposited. I don't know where he's got. And the thing was, I heard that, Ted Cruz likes to have sex with animals.
And I heard that he did a bunch of drugs off of animals' body parts.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I heard that too. So defend yourself.
It's called donkey shoveling, what he did.
Donkey shoveling is... Donkey shoveling.
Donkey shoveling, which is like Donkey Shane, a little different.
Right.
But and until I hear otherwise, until I hear the facts that he's not, until he proves to me, and I have...
Well, and people don't know this, but donkey shoveling first started, do you know where?
No.
Iran. In Iran. So you've got a lot of explaining.
I think it's unprecedented that a senator has been accused of donkey shoveling and tied to Iran at the same time.